Hey folks, welcome back to the Horde. And if you look outside, training. Let's see, it's about 4 o'clock. The 12th, Tuesday, 50 degrees. That all seems pretty accurate. Obviously, it's dark, so my batteries aren't charged. It's raining. So what am I up to today? Given the rain and that it rained from when I woke up till it's still raining now. I didn't get a lot done today. I considered a day of getting supplies. Yeah, look at the water. Water everywhere. I guess in everybody's life a little rain must fall once in a while. So, here's what I've been up to. There's a place not all that far from me up in Kingston, New York. I guess it's a 45-minute ride, give or take a foot and a half. And there's a guy up there. He's on the Roundabout Creek, another interesting area. The Roundabout Creek is where the old Delaware-Hudson Canal used to go into the Hudson. It more or less follows Route 209. All through Pennsylvania. It goes down the Port Jervis area there, and then off into Pennsylvania, and you can once again actually follow it to where it goes into the Delaware River. If you ever drive Route 209, it's you can see some of the, especially this time of year before the leaves come out, you can actually see some of the old locks. Where boats used to go up and down to correct for height variations. You can actually see some of those kind of off in the distance. They're obviously overgrown and all. If you go up to High Falls, New York, they actually have a museum, the Delaware Hudson Canal, and you can see the locks up there also. Anyway, a little history for anybody who ever wants to come to the Hudson Valley and explore. But anyway, right along the Roundabout Creek there in Kingston, there's a guy who sells surplus, been selling it forever. Back when IBM used to be big in the Hudson Valley, he used to get a lot of stuff from them. Back then, tool benches. He still deals a lot in old computers. Somebody wants a beater laptop, that's a good place to go. His son is into Mac stuff, so some of the older Mac stuff is sitting there. Once again, Kingston, right on the Roundabout Creek, P&T surplus. So, I go there when I need metal. So I bought all this surplus metal, plate, steel. I mean, this piece I think was $4. Yeah, $4. This one's a little thicker, a little bigger. $6. I mean, that was $1. This was $3. Upside down, $3. Let me put that like that so I can trip over it on the way in. And I think this was another $1. It's thinner. These were $8 each. These are pre-made. You guys saw that I bought those the Honda 70 and the Honda 90 motors. I want to make a stand to sit them on so I can actually work on them like a human being instead of, having them bounce around the floor when I start them and get themselves destroyed. So these blue things were $8 each. While I was there, I got some wire. He pre-makes these. I forgot what gauge they are. They look like 12, give or take a little bit. But it's got 1 and 2, and one big guy and 2. I don't know, these are about 10 foot long. And I also bought these guys. 2 of them. Anyway, he gave me the bunch of it for $30. Obviously cash. There's another place up there. Guy sells surplus stuff. I don't know if you could see the name. Ole's. That's right in Kingston, right there. These things are cool. There's a LED. I don't know if you could see them. So they were $3 each. So I bought 2 of them. So my big adventure out buying crap that I don't need. Anyhow, back to this guy. You remember this guy. She lives in here now because I'm not putting it outside or putting it back in the back garage because I want to actually work on this and get it done. I want to stop fooling around. So I put it right here. So, you know, I can't get distracted. Anyway, so I dug through this whole pile of crap. And I'm using the word crap because we're going to try to keep this PG-13, and there was no carburetor in it. So after digging through this whole pile of crap, I'm scratching my head, where the hell is the carburetor? I'm heading upstairs and I'm thinking, you know, did I dream that I bought a carburetor? Am I crazy here, or what the hell is the story? And sure enough, I do have a spot where I keep eBay stuff I buy on eBay that hasn't ended up in a project yet, and there it was facing right out on me, and the box says new Honda 250SX carb, and I bought it in February, so one would think I would remember that long enough to be able to find it. Oh, actually, I labeled the box in February. I bought it before February, but I was in that box in February, so I should have been able to find it. Anyway, here's the carb. And it, I'm going to say it most of the way fits. I mean, there it is. This piece, this black piece is from the old carb. So here it is. It is a little different than the other guy. I mean, when you hit the throttle, right? I'm hitting the throttle. See that? Oh, God. Just what I need to do. Destroy it. Anyway. Boy, it's soft, too. That little bit dented it. But anyway. When you hit the throttle, as I'm doing and trying to show you, see how the slide does not move? The slide seems to move with a vacuum. It's got like a vacuum pressure thing that moves the slide. So this is where the choke cable goes, right in that hole by my thumb. The throttle cable goes in there. The throttle is going to have to get drilled out because the throttle, this threaded piece is bigger than this right there. So I am going to have to drill that out to make it fit. So I can bolt it on. I can put the choke on it. I could do the throttle. I'm not sure what this thing does. I don't know, maybe it's a primer. Here's the brand name. Doesn't say where it's made. I don't recognize it. I don't know when I bought this. You know, it was in a box labeled February, but I did not buy this in February. I was out of money by February, so I stopped buying things. So I had to buy this a while ago. So we'll see how well it goes in and works and so forth. So there it is. There's this rig. It does seem a little tight. This air filter, this is where the air comes up here so that when you go swimming through the water you don't drown it. I'm probably going to have to just put an air filter back here, back in here. Not just the air filter box, but the air filter, the air intake, everything's going to be back here because I don't think I'm going to be able to get that line back on and back up to here. So according to the ad from my friend Caltech or Caltech, whatever, he sells an $85 carburetor, and I might have got that from him. He says some modifications might have to be made, and obviously if I have to drill a hole bigger and mess with the air intake and so forth, those are some modifications. Second thing on this, so two problems. A is the carb, and I might have that solved, and B is the gas tank. The gas tank still stinks. It's still stinking up the garage. Well, I recommended putting a small length of chain in there and putting some K1 kerosene in it and turning it about, and maybe that'll clean it up. I'm probably going to do that because I would like to save that tank. But there's also one on eBay, a used plastic one with the what do you call it? The on-off and so forth. Guy's after. What is he after for it? $70 plus $20 shipping, which is $90. A brand new one right to the house is $117 or $120 shipped. So I put a bid on it. We'll see what happens on that guy. For the Kawasaki, there's the Kawasaki. I'd show you what I was up to with the steel plate. But it's raining out, and you know, though I'm a second or third generation Italian, I'd rather not go out in the rain. I'm not going to dissolve, but homie don't like to get wet. So anyway, there we are. This week I'm coming into a 4-day run. Oh, one more thing. If you look at the Kia out, or the Suzuki out there, there's a pipe hanging off the roof. No, I'm not going to be out jousting with full-size cars and trucks. I would lose. That's a pretty flimsy car. I bought that so that when I put this plate together and mount it on the Mojave, that I can actually kind of use that as spacers between the bolts and weld it up and get it put together that way. All right, folks, live, love, and have a great time. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. Try to stay out of the rain.